don't know how to cook it right.
And yeah, we frequently cook it
Wrong.
too much. Jonathan Pauly knows how. He's with Water Grill in Uptown Dallas. And one of the secrets is not overcooking it.
That is correct.
Yeah, but then you have to sear it, so you know it can be tough. So you're going to give us the ins and outs.
Exactly.
Okay, what do you have here?
The first thing you want to do is always dry off your fish. So just any paper towel will work. Something single use. Dry each side of your fish. Season.
And you're talking
each
really
side.
dry.
Yeah, really dry.
Okay. And you're not putting olive oil or anything on this then?
No, not
Keep it
directly.
Dry.
Completely dry. Salt it. And then you want to start with a really hot pan. So the key here is whenever you add your oil, you want to add it to a hot pan.
So I'm putting it on high. Like
exactly,
as
on
high.
high.
As I can get. Okay.
You see that white smoke coming out?
Yeah.
That's when you're doing it right.
Okay, good.
So then you'll take your fish. Right here I have a halibut. And you're going to place it gently in the pan. And push it down.
Pushing down. Okay.
Exactly. Get all that contact. And right here, make sure there's oil where you're placing it in the pan. Same thing right here. Push it down.
Huh. And in the home kitchen, I know the objection I get is, I don't want the whole house smelling like fish.
Well, if fish is fresh, it shouldn't have much of a smell.
Okay.
That's it.
Fishy in here.
And so you have halibut here, and what else is this?
Chilean sea bass.
Chilean sea bass, okay.
Yes.
And how do I know that I've cooked it long enough? Because I see it's starting to turn white, like at the very, very bottom there.
Right, so whenever these are fully cooked right here, and the easiest way to do it at home is to use a thermometer.
Okay.
And halibut has a very low fat content, so you don't want to cook it as much.
Oh.
And you'll want to add some sort of olive oil or fat to it in the cooking process. And you want to cook that, I cook mine to about 112.
Okay.
Chilean sea bass, on the other hand, is a great fish to cook super easy because there's a ton of fat, almost impossible to overcook. I usually cook that one to about 135.
Really? Okay. So to get that sear, though, so how long do I keep it on one side usually?
About 45 seconds to a minute and a half.
That's it. Okay.
So the easiest way to do this, actually, is to sear it like this.
Okay.
And throw it in the oven for a few minutes.
Now, would I flip it and then throw it in the oven?
Now throw it in the oven just like this.
Just
It'll
like
sear
that.
really nice.
Oh,
So you could take that pan, as long as it's oven safe, and just stick it right in the oven. And finish it that
Exactly.
way. Okay. Now, there's a way to tell if you've overcooked the fish. Of course, by then it's too late.
Yeah.
But what's the sign that it's overcooked?
Well, it'll start falling apart. It'll, instead of being golden brown like this, it might start to turn black, or the oil will start to burn. And then, so what we're going to do now is, since we have this super lean fish, halibut right here, I'm actually going to introduce a little bit of butter into the pan.
Okay.
And so you want to make sure your pan's not too hot, because butter has a really low smoke point. It'll
but
burn
you told me
really
to make it
easily.
really, really hot. So do I turn it down at this point now?
Just a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
All right.
And then,
Nice.
after your butter starts to melt, you're going to want to start to baste your
There you go.
halibut.
Add a little bit of
All
flavor
right,
to
we
it.
can show you some photos of the restaurant, by the way. Opened earlier this year in Uptown on McKinney, right off of Harwood. And we'll put this recipe, ooh, beautiful space, and a link to Water Grill on our website, fox4news.com.
All right, we'll be back with a check of your forecast.
You know